Okay, we're going to learn how to add and subtract rational expressions with common denominators. It's just like adding and subtracting fractions. If you have common denominators, you keep your denominator and add or subtract straight across with the numerator. Okay, so let's look here at some examples. First of all, we use the same rules as we would with fractions or any other rational numbers as far as adding and subtracting. This will come in especially important whenever we have negatives and positives. Okay, so let's look at 4 over x plus 9 over x. They have the same common denominator, so you keep that common denominator and add the numerator. So then you have 13 over x. Same with 2a and 8a, they're common, so you can add those and make 10a, and it's going to be over 15. And that can reduce to 2a over 3. Okay, so we have x minus 4, but we have a lot of different things going on here. So let's look at all of it together. Basically what you're doing when you make a common denominator is you're adding and subtracting everything on top while you have your denominator on the bottom. So whenever you combine all the like terms on the top, you have 5x plus 15. You can also go ahead and factor that if you would like, but it's not necessary unless you might be able to reduce something. Okay, so let's look at this one. When we combine everything, we end up with 4x squared plus x minus 14. So let's go ahead and try to factor that out. Those are all even numbers, so I have a feeling something's going to happen to where we might be able to factor it out. So let's look here. Okay, we have, when we factor that out, we have these that match. So we're going to end up with just 4x minus 7. Okay, so if you make sure that your denominator is the same, then all you have to do is add straight across, combine only like terms, and reduce as you're able. Okay, so now we have something that's a little different. We have two terms in our numerators. But then we also have this minus sign. That minus sign is distributed to everything. So we end up with 2 plus x minus x plus 8. Because we have a minus and a minus, so that makes that be plus. So we have 2 plus 8 is 10, and then we have x minus x leaves no x. So whenever you have that whenever you're subtracting, make sure you distribute that negative sign if there's something in parentheses to distribute. Okay, let's look at this one. Again, we have the same denominator, which that's what this chapter is about. Let's do some combinations here. We've combined our like terms. We might be able to reduce some stuff. Let's see here. Yes, if we factor things out, then we have an x plus 4 in the numerator and the denominator. So then we end up with 2 times x minus 3 over x plus 5. Okay, so now notice whether you have your negative sign in front of the whole rational expression or only on the numerator or only on the denominator, it all means the same thing. And whenever we have, if our denominators are x minus 4 and 4 minus x, we can factor -1 from one of them and be able to switch it around so that it means the same thing. So let's do an example here where we need to do that. We're going to factor a -1 out of one of these, And so basically what happens is you have this negative here, which makes this be able to be x minus 7. And because this negative can go anywhere, we're going to move it up so that our denominators now are the same. But we will have to be careful of the fact that we have 2 negatives here, so that's going to make us have to add. So we're going to end up with 4x plus 3x, which is 7x over x minus 7. Go ahead and get started on your homework. It's number 1 through 33 odd.